How much pressure did you feel to win tonight?
Actually, a lot of pressure. I don't know if pressure is the best word. A lot of, yeah, I guess pressure would definitely be the right word. Everyone on social media, I don't really care what people have to say about her. It was just a fight for me. It didn't matter what other people had to say. I didn't feel pressure from my friends or family or coaches. Nothing like that. I think it was more outside pressure than inside.
Why did it seem so personal between you two, or maybe just from her end? Why was there so much friction?
I think because I called her out. They told me I'd be fighting in Detroit, and they gave me a list of a couple people, and I came back with her, and she wasn't in my top list, or it wasn't the choices I was given. I said I'd like to fight Angela McGowan if she was still fighting, and I'm not even sure why I picked her, only for the fact that I felt like my skills were better in every area, so it wasn't personal for me. She probably saw it that way, but I think it made her a little hungry. It made her train hard, and maybe for a few months gave her something to work for.
Where does this rank in terms of life moments? Getting this win in Michigan, you're from Michigan. This is a huge win for you.
Yeah, I can't believe I cried. I never cried after a win, but I was bawling my eyes out. I don't know why. I definitely think that that's going to be one of my favorite memories out of everything I've ever done. I've done a lot of stuff in my life, a lot of fighting experience, 14 years, and that's going to rank the highest right now.
And what's been the reaction this week? Because you're very proud of being from Michigan. I've seen you've done the photo shoots with the Pistons jersey on and all that stuff.
Yes.
What has it been? Just sort of people, the reception and everything leading up to this.
I feel, I don't live in Detroit, but I live very close. I'm about 15 minutes from here. So, but I grew up in Lansing, East Lansing. So I honestly just feel like I have like a Lansing crowd behind me now. I live in Detroit. I've met a lot of fighters from this area. A lot of, I did pro boxing for a while. I did boxing. I just know that when people are from Detroit, I don't care who you are, like if a sports athlete, I'm always rooting for people from Detroit. You're from the hometown, so I knew if I got Detroit on my back, they're going to be on mine and support me, and sport is huge for me right now. I mean, everything.
How did you feel in there? You had a bit of a layoff. I know you wanted to fight earlier this year. It didn't end up happening. How did you feel?
Yeah, I wanted to fight before. I like to stay active, but I don't mind the layoff. I think it got me better. Each month that passes, I get stronger mentally and physically. So layoffs don't really, I've had big layoffs for injuries before, so a 6-month layoff isn't that big compared to some of the other ones I've done. I knew I was going to be fighting in Detroit on December 2nd before I knew who my opponent was. So I think just having like a date in my head and a time, I didn't care how many months. I knew I could win the fight as long as I knew what day I was fighting.
You mentioned Angela being on a list of people to fight. Is there anyone still on that list?
Yeah, they give me a lot of lists of just girls I train with in the Tough House, and those don't really interest me because I know who they are and I know how they fight, and I probably thought about fighting them before. So I want someone new. I want someone that I know there's tons of fighters in this weight class right now. So I want to be able to watch someone for the first few times and learn them, and not have to like see them on TV every other week and like live up to put them on a pedestal. I want to just get a fight and then go for them.
When would you like to get back in there? I'm assuming everything's all healthy.
Yeah, I want to enjoy Christmas and catch up on my priorities. I let my friends and family and kind of suffer a little bit. When I'm in fight camp, my attention's just at the gym. So I'm going to catch up on my priorities all through the holidays, and then I'd like to fight first few months of the year.
How much did it help having a Meatball Molly in your camp leading up to this? Because I know you talked about this pre-fight, how much it sort of helped you.
I can't even tell you guys how much this girl's helped me. She's been here for a month, helped me train. Obviously, we have a lot of good girls at our gym, and definitely guys at my weight that can go with me, that are smaller. But having a girl at her level, I mean, she fights for Cage. She's fighting for a world title in February for Cage Warriors, and she's been part of my life for 3 years now. So having her, and she was cornering me in Ireland, having her to like spar with me every day and literally just be a punching bag. Sometimes like James will like put the gloves on and let her beat you up, and she'll just do it and not complain, and then she'll give me a massage after, and then the next morning she'll make me coffee, and if I tell her I'm bored, she will come up with the craziest, mostly naked ways of making me laugh. So she's just there to help me like just kind of think outside of fighting for a minute. When I'm feeling rough in the gym and I've had a bad day, she's there to pick me back up. She's there to beat me up the next day she's there for everything. So having her in my camp is something that I'm probably going to need every fight camp.
What's the after party looking like tonight? You got a lot of people out here supporting you. I imagine it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of my family, my parents got like a party bus, and like they tailgated, and like they're doing pretty well on the drinks right now. But we're going to go to Mike's Pizza Bar, which is located in the Little Caesars Arena, and just meet and greet. We got food ready for us, and we got drinks ready for us, And usually after my fight, I'm probably sleeping in the fucking corner, but everyone else can party.
What did you think of the stoppage?
What I think of the stoppage?
Yeah, do you think it came a little late? Or?
Yeah, I mean, when I was hitting her, like, probably first round, I asked her to stop, but she kept going. I did, I'm not joking. I was like, you should just stop now.
What'd she say?
She didn't say anything. I was like, you're still a hero, just quit. Just stop now. You're still going to be a hero. Yeah, I was like, I hope that's not on camera because that looked really bad. I was just like, you're still a hero, just quit now. And then she actually did like, kind of fight back a little harder for a second. And then the second round came. I don't know. I forget what the question was.
What did you think of the stop?
Oh, what I think?
And
Yeah.
she said
I mean,
it
she wasn't. It was the same, back take. I don't think I was doing the craziest ground and pound at that point, or like I didn't have a choke in. Could have kept it going, but it was 2 rounds of the same thing. So maybe, I don't know. Either way, maybe if I was her, she didn't seem too upset. Never mind. Fuck her.
Did you say anything to each other afterwards? Or
I gave her a kiss on the cheek and said thank you. Like I don't care. I mean,
do you think she should keep fighting?
I don't think so. Probably not. But maybe for her, like not for the sport. I don't think the sport needs her. I don't think UFC needs her. Maybe she needs it. Maybe it's just something like as soon as I called her out, she was like on Twitter and freaking out and like got people, whether it was hate or good things for her, mostly hate. I think she gets something out of it because to me, I think I don't mean to be mean, but there's something off with her. So I think she probably needed that a little bit. I don't think that the sport needs her, but I think that maybe she needs it or something to go on.
Could you feel the crowd behind you, the ABC chants?
Oh yes, I could. I've always like James, like my coach. I've always got more pumped up like the later the rounds because I feel the crowd. I always get more pumped up when I hear my name. Like in Ireland, they started chanting, and I'm like, let's go. I love the crowd's energy. And my last fight I lost. I actually tried to take that away. I remember walking out and be like, just stay focused and don't shake hands and just get in your own mind and don't pay attention to anything. And I ended up doing really bad. It wasn't good for me at all, and my coach Tucker was like, take in the crowd, take the energy, take it all in, and that's what I did. Like from the moment, like I just started looking around, and Detroit was there, and I just seen the crowd go crazy, and I kept picturing my family and my friends at home that couldn't make it watching it, and I've never been so pumped up or amped for a fight. I wasn't sure if I was going to get too amped or what, because it can happen. So, but I think it was the right amount.
You said after the fight that you almost cried before you walked in. Your coach had to calm you down. What exactly did he say?
I was backstage, and I just like looked at them. They're all like watching me, and they have like smiles, and I can tell in their head they're like, "She's got this." When warm-ups go well, when training goes well, when the fight camp goes well, they can tell. Not I can tell, obviously, but my coaches can tell. And when I was warming up back there, they could all tell that like I felt it and I was there, and I saw in their faces that they knew what I was thinking, that I was there. And I was thinking, I'm about to fucking cry. And then my coach Tucker looks at me, he's like, take all the emotions out of it. He didn't even know that I was about to cry or that I was thinking about crying. He was just, that was what it was going through his head at that time was, let's take all the emotions out and let's just go out there. And I was like, good. I was just about to tell you I was about to cry. Just proud of my coaches and where we come and how far, and being here in Detroit.
Have you ever cried before any other fight?
When I lost, I cry all the time, man. Jesus, don't bring that up.
No,
No, I've never
before,
cried.
though.
I've never cried before a fight. I've never felt. I don't even know if I was about to cry, but I was just getting very all right, like very emotional. Usually my fight camp's like 2 weeks out. I'm crying every day, just because I'm getting so close and I'm getting antsy and I'm hungry and yeah. You laugh like I'm kidding, but we all know.
Why do you think there's something off with her?
I don't know. Maybe she's just different. Maybe in my mind, I think she's off because she's just nothing like me or most people that I've ever met. She convinces herself of faults. I don't even know how to explain it. I can't imagine, because this is me, I can't imagine losing as many times as she has in a row or not fighting after 2 years. I can't imagine like going through all the things that she's gone through, hurricane, not being able to train, no electricity. Can't imagine going through all that and still being extremely confident. And I don't think that she does that I don't think that she says the things she does on Twitter and social media. For her, like, to amp herself up, or I don't think she's faking it. I actually think she truly believes that she's like great, and it's amazing. Like every time I've lost, I'm like, man, do I suck? Like I have to like think about it to go home and be like, shit, maybe I'm not right? I go home and I think about it and then I build myself up. But she's lost and like hasn't fought in a few years, and she still thinks she's the toughest bitch in the world. And kudos to her, because like maybe she's just mentally stronger than most. I don't know what she's gonna think after this, but I don't know. I feel bad for saying that. But good for her. I don't know.
Just to take it back to the city real quick, how much does it mean to you to be able to be an ambassador for the sport in the area, especially, it's been 7 years since UFC's been here, for you to be able to kind of regenerate some interest in this area?
Yeah, I hope they have a big turnout because I want them to keep coming back. I'm hoping to fight for a title February 2019. So maybe they can come back for that, but that's pretty soon. No, that's my date in my head that I have for my title. Detroit is coming back up. If you would have saw it 5 years ago, it was shit. 2 years ago, better, but I mean, every year it's gotten a lot better. And hopefully everyone that was here, hopefully they, like I said, have a good turnout because something to keep coming back for and making the city of Detroit proud, or making Detroit proud of. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really hungry and thirsty.
Well, why that date, by the way? Why February 2019?
Actually, if I want to be honest, Benson Henderson gave it to me. We had to do an autograph signing tour last spring in Honduras and Cuba and stuff, and we kind of clicked like a little bit mentally. Like, you know, he's older, he's been fighting for a long time. I tried to pick his brain, figure out what he was doing when he was my age, what he went through, like, and he's like, get a date in your head and go for it. Like, find a realistic date in your head when you want to fight for the title, and you have to get there. And so last year I came up with February 2019, and I keep thinking, okay, if I keep winning, if I try to spread out my fights perfectly, build my record up, and February 2019 I want to fight for a title.